know that you're a volunteer if you don't have a button or a t-shirt or a sticker, and it signifies that, usually they know that you're canvassing. And you always got to have the phone number for your organizer before you go out and knock on doors. So, and this is also important. So whenever, if you're going to sign up for a canvassing shift, obviously as much time as you can volunteer is terrific. But if you're taking a packet, maybe the organizer hands you a packet and it's 50 doors, and that's too much, you're not going to be able to finish it. Maybe ask them, do you have one that's 30? Because I got to leave in about 2.5 hours, so I'm not going to have that much time. So just always make sure you're communicating with your organizer, letting them know kind of what time commitment you can make so that you can finish your entire turf, because any incomplete packets, the organizers will have to figure out a way to go back and finish those turfs. And there's a lot of travel time involved in that, and we want to be as efficient as possible over these next 67 days. Cool. So safety first. If an organizer is asking you to go to a neighborhood that you're not comfortable with, just say that. You want to always make sure that when you're canvassing, you're putting your safety first. If you see a house that has a beware of dog and you don't want to go up to that house, don't go up to the house. There is no directive that you need to put yourself in an unsafe situation. Whenever you're canvassing with us, make sure you are wearing comfortable clothes. Walking shoes, something light and breathable. Make sure that you know your message. Spend 15, 20 minutes, however long you need, to read over the script, read over the talking points. Make sure you feel comfortable so that you can knock on a door and speak with confidence about our candidates and about the mission that we're on. It's not just what you say, it's also how you present yourself, right? So when we're knocking on folks' doors, it's an incredible opportunity to turn them out. It's an incredible opportunity to persuade them, and we got to make sure that we are on our A game and that we are on when we are talking to voters at the door. They are going to be able to tell if it's someone who's less than enthused. That's why we invest in volunteer-driven programs, right? A lot of times, paid canvassers are doing it because it's work, and maybe they're not that excited about it, and it shows. Volunteers, we got to make sure that we are putting our A game into this, and that they know that we are enthusiastic, we are fired up about this, and that reflects. It's okay to say that you don't know. If you don't know the answer to some bit of minutia or policy or vote that they're asking about, just say, I don't know. You can visit Nelson for Senate or andrewgillum.com and find out more information there. That's totally fine. We don't ever expect volunteers to have all the answers. I certainly don't have all the answers. Most of our staff doesn't have all of the answers. There's a lot involved in policy making, and the idea when you're at doors is not to have a 20-minute, 30-minute conversation with folks. We want to have good, authentic, quality conversations, but it's also a numbers game. We got a lot of people to talk to in the state of Florida, and we don't want to spend more than about 5 minutes at every door, because we are on a mission. We are trying to elect Democrats, and we got to keep it moving. Check how we are on time. All right, 15 minutes. So again, to that point, we never want to debate with voters. We never want to get into arguments with voters. A lot of times, some first-time volunteers will say, where are all the Republicans? I want to knock on their doors and convince them to be Democrats. And that's not what we're trying to do. We have a very clear universe of folks that we know if we turn out, Andrew Gillum will be our next governor. We have a very clear universe of folks who we know maybe voted for Obama in 2012 and then decided to vote for Donald Trump in 2016. We got to have conversations with those people. You want to let them know that we were there, and so what that means is leaving literature at every door. We can't forget that. When we're investing in literature, we want to make sure that we are using it and that it is going to the people it needs to go to. Know your environment. So normally this is not a problem when volunteers are canvassing because they're familiar with the neighborhoods that they're canvassing. So just be aware of your surroundings, take stock of where you are. That's always important when you're canvassing. Moving quickly to the point that I said earlier, it's about having quality, authentic conversations, but it's also about moving quickly because it is a numbers game. If you have one hour-long conversation with one person, and by the end of it, they are voting for Andrew Gillum, maybe, that's terrific. But there were 39 other people that we had to have a conversation with, and we won't be able to now. And most people, candidly, all they need is the 5-minute conversation to get them out the door. You know, for the folks who have been canvassing, I think you probably agree. You can kind of tell pretty early on into a conversation who is someone that is going to keep you at the door just because they want to chat a little bit longer. And you know what? I love chatting more than anyone else. But when we're out canvassing, again, we are on a mission to elect Democrats, and so there's good ways to respectfully end the conversation, where you say, you know what, thank you so much for your time today. I really hope you will consider supporting Mayor Andrew Gillum. I know I believe in him. I know he will deliver for the state. Here's some literature. If you have any questions, you can visit Andrew Gillum for governor. It's andrewgillum.com. But you can